Welcome back to Sunrise, a beautiful shot there over Kingston City. It is 6:21 on this Friday morning, and it is time for your morning headlines with Teeks.
Good morning.
Hi. So good to see you. I've been seeing you all morning. Where did you arrive from?
Putting on the headline hat now.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into it. So good morning again. Hopefully you're not running late. Go ahead, people them work. It's 6:21. All right, get the kids up and out, or them out already? How you go? 6:21? It's time to them getting ready now?
Yeah. Ready up now. Having breakfast.
Enjoy breakfast. So first up in the headlines, U.S. shortens non-immigrant visa renewal window from 48 months to 12 months. So the United States has revamped its non-immigrant visa renewal process, cutting the eligibility window from 48 months to just 12 months. This change will significantly impact many foreign nationals, particularly those holding H-1B, H-4B1, and F-1 visas. As a result, visa holders may feel increased pressure to renew their documentation more swiftly than before. According to TravelBiz, this update removes the 48-month renewal period that was temporarily established during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, applicants must renew their visas within 12 months after they expire. Reports indicate that under the new policy, applicants need to ensure their U.S. visa is either still valid or has expired within the last year to be eligible for the renewal process. Applicants must seek several requirements. The previously held visa must belong to the same category as the one they are renewing. So at least 12 months, still a good time period. And I mean, the 48 months was really for COVID.
It was literally to put something in place for the backlog that was being experienced with COVID, right? With the pandemic. And obviously everything would have been taking a lot more time. And in order for there not to be, a dire implication for the visa holder, the period was extended to 48 months. So it is now 12 months. And if I'm not mistaken, that is to be able to renew your visa within the same category with not having... You don't absolutely have to appear in person.
Right.
But if that period expires and it's beyond the 12-month period, then you would have to go back in and go back into the interview process,
if almost
I'm not
like
mistaken.
You're applying for it for the first time, kind of that process again.
Correct. So renewal is treated differently. So in some instances, some people may know that you just have to literally send in your application and your passport. You don't have to appear in person. If you allow that 12-month window now to pass, you will have to appear in person. So
just to be aware, check on the passport, because sometimes, many people reach to the airport and find out that either the passport or the visa has expired, because we just don't check your passport. Check your passport.
TK, it has happened to me.
I know so many people.
I was traveling to a country that required 90 days left in your passport, and I had 89 days left, and they would not let me get on the plane.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it has happened. So check your passport.
Check your passport. Check it. All right, so next up, Delta Airlines offers $30,000 for each passenger on the flight that crashed in Toronto. And of course, this is 30,000 USD. So Delta Airlines flight 4819 had a serious incident while landing at Toronto Pearson International Airport, flipping over and leaving 76 passengers hanging upside down in their seatbelts. The airline is offering each passenger $30,000 in compensation, totaling about $2.3 million if all accept. The crash occurred on February 17 with the aircraft landing hard and catching fire due to strong winds. All 80 people on board survived, although 21 were hospitalized but have since been released. Delta's compensation offer comes with no conditions and is intended to provide immediate financial support, though it may not prevent legal action from passengers. At least 8 significant plane crashes have occurred since the start of 2025. There was one in Washington, D.C., there was Pennsylvania, Washington State, Alaska, Arizona, California, Georgia, Toronto. A lot has been going on. But let me ask you, Yende, would you take it?
I'm not sure I would take it. That's the truth. I'm not sure. I think incidents like those are difficult to quantify. And I'm not sure. There's a part of me who says, how them so quick for one hand me this so. Like them don't want me to have time to get a lawyer, go through the real options, and look into what might be actually deserving based on the circumstance. it feels very much like I'm being told to quickly just shh, take this and move on. That's what it feels.
There's also
so the cynic in me doesn't.
There's also the school of thought, though, that says you might be able to get a whole lot more, and you know, if you follow the process, but it might take you 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, or whatever. So here what?
We're patient.
If you don't want to, if you don't want to have to go through that process, here's 30 grand right now. Go and buy yourself a whatever 30 grand can buy you, and just hold that, man. And you don't have to go through the rigmarole of the court and lie and fees and, you know, so there's that school of thought.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on the timeline that you're looking at, because you could get more much later or less right now.
Me's a patient woman who ride donkey. The money don't have to come today. We can't wait.
Somebody calculate and tell me, what is $30,000 in Jamaican? Because I don't...
Times 155, 4 million?
It's 4 million?
4 million something?
Cup Soup Boss calculated already long time, you know. All right, Matthew. 4 million,
but
4 million
what would you
immediately.
Do,
4 million immediately, wait and probably get more. I'll take the 4 mil. I'll take the 30,000. I think so. I understand the fact that I could probably get way more later, but Miss a right now kind of girl, you know, I could have used that 30 grand there.
All I'm saying is, when you take your 30 grand, don't come to me in 4 years asking for a piece of my 100. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But it's true though. Can you imagine the emotional damage? Because I know people are always like, oh, you're going to sue for emotional, you know, your well-being and whatever. But it's true.
It is genuinely
it's true. Like, imagine you board your good flight and end up upside down on ground. That's
and especially
wild.
as investigations continue to happen, something will be uncovered to see if there's a bit of personal responsibility in it as well in regards to decisions taken by the pilots. All of those things matter, you know, and all of those things determine payouts.
Yeah.
So, me not know, TK. Listen, I've not been involved in anything like that, thank God. But with the current climate, with what I've seen happening with the planes, me feel nervous for flying.
Yeah, man.
So emotional damage is a very real thing. Don't make them make you feel no way when you tell them something have PTSD.
Yeah, man,
it's a real thing.
The closest to flying me at right now, may I drop you at airport? I'm not going right now. May I make it breeze off a little bit? May I go make 2025 just kind of run off?
I saw somebody say this is the year to catch feelings and not flights.
Not flights? But yeah, YouTube, talk to us. Would you take the 30,000 now, or would you wait and see if you get more later? Because you might not get more later still, you know. It's not a given.
It all depends.
It's not a given, so it all depends. But yeah, tell us in the comments. I'm curious. And somebody check and tell me in the comments what they say. All right, so let's talk about the Feel Good Friday headline.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So a new episode of Holy Road is airing this Sunday. So this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Holy Road is taking you on a journey to liberty with a special episode you won't want to miss. The spotlight is on the work of Living Ministries International, and we've got a treat for you. Dancehall star Pampute joins the adventure with hosts John Mark and Celine. Check it out.
Episode 5, Wagwan people.
Pampute grow a little bit
Rough.
Yeah.
Slim get fluffy. That's cool. We're not going at it, you know.
Sometimes gotta have to break your heart to save your soul.
Aye.
More while my fear go son and dodge from gunshot.
Click, click, pow. That must tell you something.
You won't get a soft girl. You're gonna get the girl who's gonna rough up the devil and beat him like a drum.
What an energy. Listen.
Celine, make we do it now. Road time.
Nice.
I like that show, you see. And I love John Mark and Celine and their chemistry. And you know, I always watch TV. I don't know if you guys do this. I always watch TV and I'll watch shows like even like sitcoms or stuff. And I'm like, I wonder if them really get along, or they just have to work together. And it's so great to know that John Mark and Celine, they really get along.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you can tell.
Sometimes you sit down in the makeup room or you know in the dressing room, and you just listen to them chatting, and them coming like two little
like brother and sister.
Brother and sister.
It's
yeah,
nice.
it's really nice.
And it's
really,
I love
nice.
a feel-good show.
Yeah.
And it's a feel-good show. We need a lot of feel-good.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Especially this year. Yeah, man. We need it. So definitely tune in. You have to tune in to the new episode of Holy Road. So that's this Sunday, 6:30 p.m. right here on CVMTV. And that's all the time that we have for headlines, unless you have any more notices and updates for us.
I don't.
All right then. Well then.
What are we doing after the break?
Well then, after the break, we'll press play on some viral videos in React. We'll be right back.